Hi everyone. Today we are going to go over lesson 17 of Business Math A. The objective for this lesson is so you will be able to calculate monthly payment, finance charge, portion to interest, and portion to principal for an installment loan. So if you ever buy anything that requires a loan, like a car, a house, a TV, whatever it may be, you have to know what your monthly payment should be. You can also calculate your finance charge, how much interest do you have to pay, how much of that goes, you know, to the principal, etc. So we're going to go or start with the definitions, some key terms. First one is a down payment. It is a portion of the cash price of an item you are purchasing, which you pay before financing the rest on credit. And that is usually required when purchasing an item with an installment loan. So if you buy a car and you need to take out a loan, you have to put down some kind of money before you can actually buy the car. Amount finance is the portion of the cash price owed after making the down payment. For example, if you have a car or if you want to buy a car that is $20,000 and you put down, let's say $5,000, you still owe $15,000. That amount is going to be the amount you will need to finance. Installment loan is a loan you repay in equal payments over a specified period of time. Repayment schedule shows the distribution of interest and principal over the life of a loan. It basically is a table and it tells you, okay, your monthly payment is $500, for example. How much of that is going to interest and how much of that $500 goes to how much you actually owe? That is the principal. The APR, or the annual percentage rate, is an index showing the cost of borrowing money on a yearly basis. It is expressed as a percent. So we're going to start off with amount finance. Remember, amount finance is the amount that you still owe after you already put down a certain amount of money up front. To find the amount finance, you take the cash price and subtract the down payment from the cash price. The down payment, for the most part, should be expressed as a percent. How much of the amount? Down payment is cash price times percent. So here's an example. Cameron purchased a new motorcycle for $7,980. He made a 20% down payment and financed the remainder. So how much did he end up financing? First thing you need to do is find the down payment. Down payment is the cash price times percent. We know that he made a 20% down payment. We need to convert that percentage into a decimal in order to actually multiply. So 20% in decimal is 0.20. Remember, we're just moving the decimal 2 to the left or divide the 20 by 100 to get 0.20. Now we can multiply those two numbers together and we end up having a down payment of $1,596. Next, we can find the amount finance. So we take the down payment of $1,596 and subtract that from the cash price of $7,980, giving us an amount of $6,384. That means Cameron still owes $6,384. Here's another example. Notice this right here gives you a sales tax, so keep that in mind. When you purchase items, for the most part, you have to pay some kind of sales tax, and that you want to calculate that into how much you will end up owing as well. So for this example, you want to first find how much the tax is. So this formula is from prior lessons. Sales tax equals total selling price times the sales tax rate. So what is the total selling price? Notice Samantha bought a few items. Bought a desk, a laptop, and a chair, and one last thing, a desk lamp. So we need to add all of those numbers together to find out how much she spent on these items, which is $1,190.47. Notice I converted the 8.75% into a decimal as well. So what we need to do is multiply those two numbers together, and we calculate that the sales tax is going to be $104.17. Now we need to find out how much was the total purchase. So we add the total selling price with the sales tax. So that means we have the total purchase price of $1,294.64. After we find that, we can find the down payment. It is 20%, right? Up here, 20%. Again, multiply by 0.20, and we get the down payment of $258.93. So Samantha has to give that money up front. Next thing is to find the amount financed. Same formula as before. We subtract the down payment of $258.93 from the total purchase, or the cash price, which is going to be $1,035.71. So that is how much Samantha financed. Alright, now I want you to try one out on your own really quick. I want you to pause the video and then resume it when you are ready. Alright, we are going to go over this right now. So Emmeline purchased a new phone for $529.99. She lives in Arizona and pays a 8.75% sales tax. If she made a down payment of 15% and financed the rest using the store's installment plan, what amount did she finance? Same as before, first step, find the total tax. If she bought a phone for $529.99 and pays a tax rate of 8.75%, that means she had to pay sales tax of $46.37. Next up is to find the cash price, which is the total purchase, adding the total selling price, the total of the phone plus the sales tax, giving us $576.36. Next, find the down payment. Cash price times percent, that is $576.36, times 15%, or 0.15, giving us a down payment of $86.45. Last step, find the amount financed. Same thing, subtract down payment from the cash price, which would give us $489.91. Alright, next thing we're going to do is loan tables. So this right here, it'll give you a table. In real life, thankfully, you don't have to calculate the monthly payment. Your loan your bank, better yet, will automatically tell you what the minimum monthly payment is. But if you want to find out if it's correct and how you get those numbers, the table is really good. The formula for finding the monthly payment is going to be the amount of loan divided by 100 times the monthly payment for a $100 loan. That might be a little bit tricky, but once you see the table, you will have a better idea. The total amount repaid. So how much will you repay by the end of your loan? To find that, you get the number of payments, how many months are you paying it for, times how much are you paying per month, which is the monthly payment. The finance charge is like the extra amount that you have to pay, the interest, is getting the total amount repaid and subtracting the amount financed from that. Again, these formulas might be a little bit tricky. We're going to apply it now. So Spencer purchased a lawnmower with an installment loan that has an APR of 12%. The lawnmower sells for $298. So the store financing requires 15% down payment and 30 monthly payments. So we want to know how much is the finance charge. Basically, how much extra did Spencer have to pay on top of what he owed. First thing, find the down payment. So in here, it did not mention the tax, so you don't have to worry about that. Only find the total purchase if they mention the tax. Right, so for here, all we have to do is find the down payment. The lawnmower, $298. Multiply that by the 15% down payment, giving us a down payment of $44.70. Next part. Next step is to find the amount financed. We're going to subtract the down payment from the cash price, giving us $253.33. Next step is to find the monthly payment. Here's the formula. Alright, we're going to look at the actual table. They give you this table in your workbook and in your checkpoint. Right here. So we're looking at the monthly payment for a $100 loan. So we're going to take a look at what is the APR. It says 12. So we're looking at the column for 12 only. Next thing is to find how many monthly payments are we making. The question says 30 monthly payments. So we're looking at row 30. So where does it overlap? It overlaps at $3.87. What that means is for every $100 loan that you take out, every $100 that you borrow, you have to pay back $3.87. So we're going to use that number and we're going to substitute it in here. So from the previous slide, we know that the monthly payment was, the amount of the loan was $253.30. That was from step 2. Notice I plugged in the 3.87 that we found on the table or in the table. Alright, and then 100 stays the same. That was part of the formula, so do not do anything with that. So let's go ahead and find the monthly payment. We're going to use PEMDAS. Do what's inside the parenthesis first. So divide the two numbers, we get 2.533, multiply 3.87, giving us the monthly payment of $9.80. So for the next 30 months, we have to pay $9.80 for this lawn mower. We're not done though, because the question is asking for the finance charge. So the next thing we need to do is find the total amount repaid. So if we're making $9.80 payment every single month for the next 30 months, how much are we paying in total? So multiply 30 by $9.80, giving us $294. Alright, next step, find the finance charge. Right, so remember, at the beginning of the loan, we only owed $253.33, but we end up paying $294. So we paid more than what we borrowed. This extra money is called the finance charge or the interest. So all we have to do is take the amount financed and subtract that from the amount repaid, giving us $40.70. So after 30 months of making payments, Spencer had to pay the $40.70 extra. Alright, we're going to have you try one out on your own. For this one right here, I'm going to actually give you the number so that you don't have to, the step 3 number, the what is the monthly payment. Right, so I'm going to give you the number on this table right here so that you don't have to try to figure it out. Alright, so for this one, we have 8% APR for 36 months. So 8% APR for 36 months. Give me 1 second. I will give you that number right now. So that number is going to be 3.13. So 3.13 will be the second part of step 3. Alright, so again, pause your video and then resume it when you are ready for the answer. Alright, so first step, find the down payment. Same thing, cash price times percent, so that is going to be $950 times 15%, which is 0.15. So the down payment is going to be $142.50. Next step, find the amount financed. Cash price minus down payment, giving us amount financed of $807.50. So remember that number. We're going to use it in the next slide. Alright, next step is to find the monthly payment. Remember, I gave you the number already. 8% and 36, which is 3.13. So what we're going to do is plug that into here, right there, the second part of the formula. The $807.50 is how much of the loan we took out. Use PEMDAS. $807.50 divided by 100 is 8.075 times 3.13, giving us a monthly payment of $25.27. Next thing is we need to find the total amount repaid. So that is 36 payments times $25.27, giving us $909.72. So how much in finance charge did we pay? It is $102.22. So just really quick real life situation. You notice how the question says 36 monthly payments. That's you paying the minimum. If you were to pay more than $25.27 every single month, this 36 will no longer be 36, because if you pay more, that means you finish owing sooner, meaning your finance charge will also be lower. So keep that in mind. Alright, repayment schedule. So now we're going to learn how to read the table and how those numbers come about. Alright, so the interest. Remember, in your monthly payment that you make, let's say the $500, part of it is going to go towards interest and the other part will go towards your principal, or how much you initially owed. Alright, so to find the interest, you should have known this formula from Unit 2. Interest equals to principal times rate times time. The payment to principal. So how much of your amount goes towards the principal? That's you taking the monthly payment and subtracting the interest from the monthly payment. And how do you find how much you still owe? You take the previous principal and subtract the payment to principal from that. It's a lot of words. Now we're going to take a look at it. So this table right here, give you an example. Notice that every single month, you're paying the same thing, right? That is the monthly payment. And notice the number. These two numbers right here should always add up to the $307.48 because we're splitting the monthly payment, some to interest, some to principal. So, really quick, I want you to notice something else as well. As you make more monthly payment, your interest amount should decrease. And that's because interest is based on your principal, how much you still owe. So as you make more payments, you owe less money, meaning you owe less in interest. And as you progress through the months, your amount for principal actually increases. So keep that in mind. Alright, so the question for this one says, the repayment schedule is for a $1,800 loan at 8.5% for 6 months. We want to know what is the interest for payment 4. So we're looking at this number right here. What is that number? So what we need to do is we need to use interest equals principal times rate times time. Here's the thing though. We don't know what the principal is. We know at the beginning of the loan, we owed $1,800. However, when we're at payment 4, we don't owe that much anymore. We actually owe a lot less. But how much? So this is how you do it. You need to take $1,800 and subtract all of this amount from $1,800. So add up all this amount right here, the amount for principal, right? That's where it's at right here. Multiply the rate. Remember, we cannot do math with the percentage. We always have to convert it into a decimal. That's the 0.085 right here. And the time, remember, time is always in years. However, we're only looking for the interest for 1 month. So that's where it gets tricky. That is why t is equal to 1 over 12, because it is 1 month out of the 12 month a year. Alright, now let's use PEMDAS. We're going to add everything inside the parenthesis first, giving us $890.47. So at month 4, we only owe $909.50. At month 4, we owe $909.53. Now we can get that principal, multiply the rate and the time together, giving us an interest of $6.44. So that's where we will put it. So again, remember, it is decreasing. So keep this in mind. If you ever do this and your answer turns out to be a big number, automatically know that you want to try it again. Because remember, the interest should decrease as the number of payments increase. Alright. So here's another one. A different example, but same kind of thing. This time we're looking for payment number 5 right here. So do the same thing, principal times rate times time. Principal, again, take the initial loan, $2,500, subtract the sum of all the amount for principal. So we're going to have $2,500 minus $1,656.61 times 0.0725, which is the rate, times 1 over 12 because we're only looking at 1 month. Alright, multiply. We get $843.39 times 0.0725 times 1 over 12, giving us $5.10. So that's where it goes in that box. Alright, so that was finding interest. Now, we're going to do the principal. You already know how to do that because we were doing it earlier. What is the principal after the first payment? So we're looking for this box right here, right? So notice, New principal is equal to previous minus the payment to principal. Because we're looking at the first payment, the previous principal is going to be how much you owe at the beginning, which is the $1,800, minus the payment to principal, which is $294.73. Do not write this number, even though that is how much you paid. That is not the right number. That number has to be splitting the interest with the amount. So you always have to write the amount for principal, how much actually went towards what you owe. Alright, so the new principal is going to be $1,505.27. So after the first month payment, we owe $1,505.27. Alright, here's another example. Same thing, we're looking for the first payment, or the principal after the first payment. So again, previous principal minus payment to principal, which is $2,500 minus $410.42, giving us $2,089.58. So let's say, what if the question asks for the second payment? So the previous principal this time would have been $2,089.58, and then you would have subtracted the $412.90. That answer will go here. Okay, so it all depends on what the question is asking. Alright, so here's one last practice question. I want you to pause the video and then resume when you are ready. Alright, for this question right here, same thing, we're looking for the amount for interest. Now, here's a little interesting part though. Remember, in order for us to find the interest, we have to find out what the principal is. But we're missing something here. We're missing a number right here. So how do we find that? What we need to do is get the monthly payment and subtract the interest from that. So subtract these two numbers right here, giving us the amount for principal of $420.42. Now we can use that in order to find the interest. So same formula as before. This time we can add all of these numbers. This is why we need it, because that was part of the principal as well. Multiply by 0.725 times 1 over 12. Alright, calculate inside parenthesis. That is $2,077.33. Subtract, we owe $422.97. Multiply that by 0.0725 times 1 over 12. That means the interest is going to be $2.56. Enter it in right there, and that is all. That is the interest. Alright, that's all that we have for this PowerPoint. If you have any questions on this lesson, please do not hesitate to reach out to me.